up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Simon Gabodia, you are still trying to get Portia's banned from filming on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And what is surprising to no one, Simon got a cease and desist that the judge said that, yeah, you can't film in that man's house. You can live there while we're going through the divorce. The gag is Porsha don't realize Simon's still toying with her. He's going to sell that house. Porsha is not getting that house. Simon, we'll get into this. First of all, let me just say this. Porsha is like doing this thing because she's like, yeah, I'm going to live in the house and Simon has to pay the mortgage. Simon has moved to Dubai being a fake influencer, talking about some, Habibi, come to Dubai. You really think he give a damn about that mansion in Atlanta, especially when everybody in Atlanta is laughing at him and know that he's broke? Simon's toying with Porsha. He wants it to be on The Real Housewives of Atlanta that she can't film. Remember when y'all called me a psycho liar when I said Porsha is literally posting Instagram photos with Simon's car, and Portia's dumber than Fallon because at least Fallon got the cars in the name. And Porsha was having photo shoots talking about, look what hubby gave me with old gummy bear wrappers in the back. When I was like, he's just letting her take photos in front of the car. Again, Porsha got with a con artist, and Simon's not even that smart. But he's smarter than Porsha, and that's all that matters. Anyway, Simon's not done with Porsha. Not only did he get the judge to not, so Porsha said, I need to film in the house. This is my livelihood. And Simon was like, but you already got a house and I own this house and you ain't filming in it. And the Real Housewives of Atlanta tried to step in and be like, hold on, judge, we need this. And the judge was like, well, first of all, I don't give a damn about the Real Housewives of Atlanta production. Thank you. But two, the judge basically said, um, this was never addressed in the prenup. So because it's not addressed in the prenup, we need to first sort out the prenup before we start getting into who can film and who can what. I'm sorry. He's the one paying the house. You can live in it, but you are not allowed to film in the house. Now, that was the first strike because Simon messed up Portia's bag because all of the stuff they had filmed before then, they had to throw it away because they can't film in that man's house. Now, get this. A lot of people are laughing at Simon because they're saying you're King Petty because they said Hollywood unlocks that Porsha Williams' ex Simon Gabodia sends a cease and desist letter to order Bravo to stop filming his Rolls Royce amid a nasty divorce. Now, a lot of people are laughing at Simon being like, oh, you so King Petty. But to tell you the truth, it was a very, very smart move because even though Porsha couldn't, and I guess Porsha still has keys, even though Porsha couldn't film in the house, she's been filming, driving around with her sister, telling her sob story, pulling up in the Rolls Royce because for some reason, Porsha is desperate for us to believe that she just didn't play herself, laying up under Simon, massaging his gut, smelling his cigar tequila breath, doing something strange for some change. For 2 years, destroyed her reputation only to end up with less than what she ended up with Cordell. And the gag is, and this is the gag, right? The gag is that Simon's going to sell that house. Simon's going to sell that house. And the thing is, even if he doesn't sign it and he lets the house go into default mortgage, Simon don't care. He owes Simon rode on a private jet for over a year and a half, had his mistress and his wife, had his mistress family and his wife's family all on the plane at different times, upgraded because it was like a timeshare jet. Y'all said I was a lying hater, but look, upgraded so he could have more of the timeshare of the jet because he needed extra hours for Portia's family, his mistress family to be flown around. And you know, he only paid them twice. He owes them $1 million and let it go into default. You really think that man cares about a mortgage in Atlanta? He is in Dubai. The mortgage in Atlanta, not only that, this is how Portia's so stupid. Not only that, he got all his money overseas. Not only that, what happened to the Costa Rica rental? What's Porsha going to admit the Costa Rica rental? She found out that wasn't Simon's property. It's another timeshare, probably just like the jet. But anyway, to make things even more another layer, your credit in America don't matter in Dubai. Just like if you have good credit in Dubai, they don't recognize that as credit in America. So you see, like, where's the disconnect? On top of that, right? Simon made a fraudulent visa application. Now, even though he hasn't been out completely, you cannot have a green card if you find out that the application was fraudulent. I know he's taking advantage of the system and this and that. It takes time to unwind. Now, he does own a business, so I'm sure he will always be allowed in on a work visa. That's probably why he's always going to keep a U.S. business. Again, Simon is an old school scammer. He knows how to twist the system, right? Anyway, Porsha is now, why is this an issue? Because Simon is officially messing with Portia's peach. And he's setting traps that she keeps walking into. One, right? Um, the house. He let her think she could film. He did it on purpose. Simon's not stupid. And he's been involved in the reality TV, so he knows the way the game's played. So he let her film in the house. And then when they thought they had like something to cover the divorce, he said, yeah, you can't use any of that. So now that's worthless. So then he let her drive around in the car. Then when he got word that scenes had been filmed in the car, then he said, yeah, you can't use my car either. So now that footage needs to be thrown out. So at the end of the day, Real Housewives of Atlanta producers are starting to look at, like, what is Portia's goal? What is her talent? She don't want to talk about what's going on with Simon. She don't want to be real. She don't want to look stupid, even though you look stupid to everybody, especially considering you married this scammer, dressed him up in military regalia, and was going along with it looks like. So you look dumb to everybody, but for some reason, Porsha don't want to talk about it because however the dumbness is, Simon did play the mess out of her. Simon won't let you film in his house. He won't let you film in the car. So now you can't even show that you got trappings of wealth. You don't got a nice car. You don't got a house. You right back to eating hot wings with your mama at your house in Decatur. I don't understand why Porsha just doesn't go to that house and just film. Like, what is the disconnect? What is she trying to prove? Does she really think she's getting that house? Please, you need to ask NetJet. If Porsha is getting that house, that's a private jet thing that Simon scammed. If Portia's getting that house or even a penny of that prenup, maybe, Anyway, listen, they said this is Hollywood Unlocked. And I'm sure Simon paid for this post. He recently issued a cease and desist letter demanding that his Rolls Royce Ghost, purchased and insured solely in his name, not be filmed or photographed by Bravo TV producers while in the possession of third parties. He has a right to demand this too. It's just so dumb that Porsha did all this and you never got anything in your name. You know, it's not so much that Porsha was like a ho ho ho. It's the fact that even her being a ho ho ho, she was a stupid ho ho ho. Like, you do all this stuff, you would think that you would at least made the jump anyway, right? The dispute over filming rights at the marital residence has escalated as both parties navigate the separation and prenuptial agreement. As many are aware, Porsha has been seen taking pictures with the vehicle and apparently even filming with the gift that was given to her by her estranged hubby. First of all, if it was never in her name, it wasn't a gift. They only did that for TV. The same way Porsha took back that watch, Simon can take the Rolls Royce. It was never a gift. He never said it on TV that he bought her a gift. Porsha's the one that said that. Anyway, right? However, Simon's legal team has emphasized his exclusive ownership of the luxury vehicle and his refusal to be consent to any public disclosure of it without his approval. Listen, Porsha's a dummy, and Simon played her. And I can't wait to see Simon release more information. Let's see if Porsha even makes it through. Let's see if Porsha even makes it through the season, because right now in the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they are being brutal, and they're saying anybody that reveals plot lines or doesn't have a plot line is getting cut. And right now, Porsha don't got a plot line. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.